Okay, in this video we're going to talk about the gratitude intervention, really the first true intervention that we're going to have you take part in to hopefully increase your well-being. So here we are in section 9, it's the 8th task, just right after dimensions of well-being. So now that you know a little bit about hedonic well-being and eudaimonic well-being and positive emotions, we're going to think about how we can increase our well-being through cultivating gratitude. And we'll actually learn about the trait of gratitude later, hopefully down here in right here. So by the time you've actually finished cultivating gratitude, then you can actually learn a little bit more about it. So you're going to download the PDF and open the PDF here. And so I just start talking about some of the important aspects of gratitude, and particularly one of the most impressive positive psychology interventions, which is writing a gratitude letter. Gratitude letters have been shown to boost people's well-being for up to at least a month, and that's just writing one letter. Marty Seligman actually said that this was one of the most impressive interventions that he had seen. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about some people in your life, perhaps it's your mom or your uncle or an old friend or a teacher, who you've never properly thanked, and you're going to write them a gratitude letter. Now it's important to know that there's a difference between writing a gratitude letter and a gratitude visit. In a gratitude visit, you actually write the letter and then deliver it and often read it in front of them. This can be very, very powerful and impressive in increasing people's well-being. And feel free to do that if someone is close to you, or if you want to read the letter over Skype or some other way. This is not required of you. Sonia Lubomirsky actually found that just simply writing the gratitude letter, and even if you didn't deliver it, still produced a substantial happiness boost. So here's the mini experiment right here. You're going to write 3 gratitude letters, 1 gratitude letter a day for 3 consecutive days. And after you've done that, you're going to write a reflection. You'll see the questions at the end of this, and of course you will provide your response here using this link. So some things to remember that when you're actually writing the letter, you're going to want to write for about 15 minutes. You're going to want to think back to specific instances for that person and aspects of that relationship that you're extremely grateful for. So again, these can be parents or relatives or friends. And again, it's important that you have never properly thanked them or expressed your gratitude to them. So when you're writing the letter, make sure that you write the letter to a specific person. Actually, you may want to say, dear so-and-so, and you might want to actually sign it yourself. Remember that we're not really going to concern ourselves with grammar and spelling. Just writing it is fine. Though some of you, may find yourself distracted if you don't have good grammar or strong spelling, but you shouldn't worry too much about it. You should really be specific about why you are grateful to this individual and how the individual's behaviors actually affected your life, and then describe how their actions have made you feel. You can describe what you're sort of doing now and how often you sort of remember their efforts, and really be certain that you're sincere. So you're going to do 3 different gratitude letters. So theoretically, you could say one could be to your wife or your husband, one could be to a parent, your mother or your father, and maybe one could be to a teacher or a coach or an employer or something along those lines. So 3 different letters across 3 different days. On the 4th day, again, you'll want to get a Word doc open so you can do this pretty easily. There's some questions I want you to think about. And so thinking a little bit about how did you feel that your gratitude was actually higher on the days you wrote the letters, or what did you learn about yourself that was new or different from these tasks? What would you feel is really the most beneficial aspect of this exercise? And what challenge did you actually experience over maybe the last 3 days? Some people feel that writing letters or journaling doesn't actually increase their well-being. Some people do. So did you feel that actually writing about your emotions and the level of gratitude that you have actually increased your well-being. Did you have any sort of surprises, either good or bad, that you encountered when you're experiencing going through the writing process? Were you able to sort of feel a difference in your overall mood or stress? Did you feel any sort of emotional benefits over the past 3 days? And then how do you feel that writing about your gratitude may have been different than maybe talking about your gratitude? What was it about actually writing that was different or had a different impact on your life? So when you've actually written all these responses and you have it sort of organized, you can then again click on this link here. As we've talked about, this will say it's a preview because it's the 4th of June and you're probably doing this many days later. But it's going to tell you have 2 attempts here. Again, I will give you feedback on the first attempt. If you're not happy with your grade, then you can try and improve it. So this is what it looks like, right? So these are the exact same bullet points that you saw earlier. You'll put your response in here, and when you're happy with it, you'll click next. And of course, I have nothing there, and then you'll submit it. I'll see it, and then at the end of the week, I will go ahead and provide a grade and some feedback for you. So that is it on the gratitude task intervention. I hope you enjoy it, and email me if you have any questions.